What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Rulebreaker Lukaku. He is 365k for a +2 upgrade. He is quite a bulky striker, obviously being former Man United player. Do like him a little bit. Is he the player that you want on your squad though? He has a massive upgrade on this card for dribbling. It's a +15, and then mainly the one taken away is a -4 on his physical. So in comparison to some of the others, not really that much of a loss in my opinion. I feel like losing 4 physical isn't really going to cause too much distress to the card. But getting a nice little bit of dribbling is good, but he's already quite a bulky build anyway. He's not going to be the quickest turner in the world, even with 99 dribbling. He's just not that sort of player. He is a 3-star skiller with a 4-star weak foot, so the skill moves, as we already know, are not quite there. And overall, I just think he is he's like almost like a tank kind of striker. He's good at getting the ball and he's got a wonderful shot. But when it comes to kind of taking people on, trying to beat them, he struggles a little bit. But let's get into some in-game stats and see how he did. So Lukaku is coming in at 365 on the Xbox and 405 on the PC. He is, like I say, a 3-star, 4-star, left-footed, 6'3", and he is a medium. It doesn't say the body type, but he is quite a stocky, tall build. Being 6'3", very big striker, great in the air. Got a nice little shot on him, and his strength is pretty good. Even with the -4, he still has 90 strength. It's kind of just taken away from his jumping, his aggression, and his stamina. His stamina goes down by, if I just have a quick look, it goes down by only 1. So to be honest, he hasn't really lost that much. He lost -5 on his strength, but already being 90, that for me isn't making a massive difference. But is he worth the jump of almost 353,000 coins to go up 2 ratings? A normal in-form Lukaku would probably, it would settle about 80k, I'd say, because he's not the meta. And as much as I'd like him to be this next level Serie A striker, he's not the meta. He's great in the air, and you'll be able to play a little bit with him. If you got him untradeable or in a pack, fair enough, because you've got a Serie A, Serie A first owner card, that's what I'm looking for rival objectives or icon swaps, depending on what they do. I feel like they're going to go back with that sort of league kind of thing as well, and that's a great card to have for that. In terms of playing for FUT champs in high-end rival matches, I just can't see him being that sort of meta player, in my opinion. In terms of the chemistry style, people are looking mainly at that Hunter. Does turn him into a 92 rated striker with 95 pace and 92 shooting. He personally, for me, doesn't feel as quick as that card. I feel like he still feels not necessarily slow, but he's not going to absolutely burn past people with ease. He's more of a kind of run with the ball and kind of shoulder barge them off. He is a tank striker. That's how I like to describe him. He's a very big unit with a very nice shot on him. He is left-footed and he has got the 4-star weak foot. To be honest, some of his shots, a little bit hit and miss. I managed to get a couple of opportunities. We did use him in FUT champs against 2 people who really were actually not bad, to be honest. We went to the penalties. We went to penalties on the final match, which we did manage to become victorious, which you will see in the gameplay that we're going to go into right now. So as we go into the gameplay with Lukaku, you'll notice very kind of lovely, to be honest, a lovely passer as well. Very big striker, goes forward. We see him with the kind of 1-2s, really good at that. I like Lukaku like this. He's kind of moving with the ball. He doesn't necessarily have to be taking people on. It's a cheeky 1-2. It's a little dip into the cross because he's got a nice head on him. Obviously 6'3", you want to utilize that. If he's not going to burn past people, make the passes. You see right there, a 180 pass into Werner. He does the dribbling. He goes with a turn and he gets it in the goal. That's sort of the way that you want to play with him. In terms of actually dribbling, like you see here, he's got a couple of people around him. He struggles a little bit. Unfortunate we didn't manage to get that in there with Sterling. But in terms of going past people, it's not what you want. You want to play the smart move with him. You see there, bit of a kind of half and half shot there. Maybe rushed it a little bit. Should have took another touch to get a bit of composure. And you see here, just passing. It's as simple as it is, but that for me is the most effective way to use Lukaku. I tried just running at them and it didn't work. We get an 88th minute winner there. Utilize the strengths. And it's one thing that I'm trying to really master as such with all of these players is utilize all of their strengths. Don't try and run past someone with a massive player. Leave that to Sterling, leave it to your wingers, and there you go, just to show we did win it. So going into the overall forum then, as we can see, let's just quickly double check. Prices are roughly the same, fluctuating a little bit on PlayStation, which we can expect. I could expect him to go down a little bit more. If I do have a look, I just want to see what the kind of first team did. So we got 485 there, 1.1 mil. So really they didn't necessarily drop loads. So I'll be interested to see what this second team does, because I feel like there's more expensive players. Obviously, Pogba's dropped down quite a bit. We've got Texas dropped to 30k. Di Maria's dropped 70. Obviously, we still have squad battle rewards. We have loyalty packs. And also we have division rival rewards as well. I don't know if they're finished in packs. I think Wednesday. So rival rewards may be saved to Friday again. But we can see a bit of a kind of drop in price right now. More than likely we'll see another little dip off, because at the minute it's kind of that foot champs kind of just sell off period. Now people have finished it, but overall he's a nice player. Wouldn't say he's absolutely amazing. I wouldn't say go and buy him right now, but definitely look at him. I'd say he's not bad, worth a look at in terms of Serie A, because there isn't like a huge amount of strikers, or obviously Ronaldo being one of them. But if we have a look quickly at, we'll go centre forward strikers. Obviously, we got Dybala. I prefer him way more as a cam. Mertens for me is a nice striker, but I quite like him on the wing, to be honest. He's a very nimble player. I think going striker, it takes a little bit of strength as well, whereas I think I quite like him coming in, moving on to the right and going with that finesse. So you can put him as a striker, but I'd say then Ronaldo, Lukaku up front, Mertens on the left, Dybala sitting behind them, and then going for a right mid who I don't even know their right mids, to be honest with you. If then we went with someone like, to be fair, Lazari was not bad. Lozano has a nice card, definitely a lookout for in the future. But there's like a really nice top 5 as such that you could use, and Lukaku does feature in it. You could go with one up front and go with just Ronaldo and skip out on Lukaku, but it just shows that he is useful as well. In terms of generations, we've had a lot of Lukaku, from Chelsea at FIFA 12 into West Brom, then to Everton for quite a few years, to be honest. He really did manage to do quite a lot there. And then the random signing going to Manchester United, spending a couple years there, and I did like the cards. Like, don't get me wrong, the centre-back one was jokes. Managed to get a couple of informs, team of the season. He then, the next year after, got an Inter Milan team of the season. Can we see another one? He managed to get 4 informs, 2 man of the matches, and a 1 to watch. Can we see Lukaku do the same in this FIFA? It'd be very interesting to see. I can't wait to see it all. We've got links of Hazard, Mertens, Alberto. You've then obviously got all of the Belgian players like KDB. You've got Forgan if you really want. And then you've got Nine Golem, who is obviously in the same league. And then alternatives, I quite like Nian, the player of the month from Ligue 1. Not necessarily just because he's the same, but he's quite a big striker, very quick, and he is half the price. I don't know if that SBC is still out now, but definitely have a look at that one. And then Werner for me has been absolutely incredible. So I thought I would chuck out a random striker there, as he has been absolutely amazing. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to subscribe as well, we are closing in on 100 videos for FIFA 21 already. We want to get that into the first week of November if we can. And I'll continue doing some more player reviews from Team 2. Let me know if there's anyone I've missed. I know Tex should be next for me, so definitely leave that down below. See you for the next one. Peace.